Good afternoon, everybody. I am back with another live stream. I'm going to start the Inazuma event quest line. I want to check out the new free-to-play weapon, check out these events, see how much primos we can get, and yeah, and then afterwards I think I'm going to join some people, some random people, and try and help them a little bit. I have had a few people ask me the last few days if I can help them as well. So if they respond, I'll also join them and help them while I'm on the live, but with that being said, if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to reach 500 subs, which, it will happen. It just takes a little bit of work, a little bit of consistency, which is always appreciated. It does say that 96% of people who are viewing my content are also not subscribed. And when you do subscribe, it really helps with the channel, helps me get, more subscribers, helps me get um, better views like throughout the algorithm and stuff like that. So but if you don't as well, that's also perfectly fine. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get the first part of this event set up. It looks like it's just shaping up to be a pretty cool event. There's lots of characters from Inazuma also featured in here, which I like. It's nice to see a lot of the original characters and cast reappearing for certain events and just bringing them back to the forefront, because we've been in Natlan, we've been in Fontaine, the spotlight really hasn't been on a lot of Inazuma characters or anybody from Inazuma in quite some time. So it's really nice to see everybody and also have them involved in the events. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this event set up real quick. It is looking like right now this free-to-play weapon that is coming out that you're gonna get for free. It's looking as if it's more for I want to say it's for Varesa, but then I also want to say that it's for Ianson. And we've been getting a lot of leaks and a lot of pre-data about both characters, the 5-star and the 4-star, and they're saying that Ianson, like her healing, her buff, everything else, also is based off of her attack percentage, and it's looking like I'm not sure. I think it could honestly be for both of them, but I'm not sure whether both characters are going to be pole arms. Because in the leaks that I've seen so far, I'm not sure if they both use pole arms, if only one of them uses pole arms. Maybe Varesa uses a pole arm and Ianson is a sword user. But, obviously going forward into the next few weeks, we'll get more information on this weapon and also on the new two characters from Natlan that will be able to use this weapon. Which also makes me wonder, this is just a side note here, but we did just get a free to play weapon in Natlan as well, which is this weapon right here, the Calamity of Eshu. But it doesn't really look like that is for her, for Ianson or for Varesa. So I'm kind of wondering who. I don't really use this weapon very much. I do have it upgraded, and obviously, if normal charge attacks is increased by 30%, normal and charge attack crit rate is increased by 12%. But I don't really use any characters currently that need this weapon, so I'm kind of curious to see who else is going to be released that this weapon could also be used for. I mean, I'm sure a lot of other people who have this weapon already use it on some characters, etc. But I have other options that fit my units a lot better in my team comp, so I don't necessarily need that weapon. But anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and, like I said, get the rest of this stuff set up here.
Well, did you get a good look at all the games? Oh, and what are your thoughts? I'm all ears. Fascinating. Which game are you
Did I
looking
skip a
forward to the
step? I
most?
honestly think I just skipped a step because I think talking to everybody else was optional and I skipped it on accident, so I apologize for that. But let's be real. We're all here for the Primo Gems. We are here for the content as well. We're also here for the
What
reappearing
an
Inazuma
interesting take on the
characters.
theme.
But we're
Tell me,
mainly
do you
here for
come
the
from the
Primos
souls of the
and the
deep,
free-to-play
or my
weapon.
dear old friend. Not a bad idea.
I
But
like
I'm more
Yae
interested in
Miko
seeing
though.
how this plays out.
I really
Which
do. I love her
means
design. I love her
turning a
attitude. She's
blind
very,
eye.
you know, sneaky,
For
very
now.
perceptive, very business
Well,
oriented.
we had
I
to
like
pick
it.
one, but honestly, all the ideas were pretty good.
It's still early days, so there's no rush to make a decision. Plenty of novels at Yai Publishing House have opened on a high note, only to lose the plot halfway through. You can pick your favorite game once everyone's done with their work.
Wow, time really flew by today. It's so late already. The game booths were cool, but the food was even better. There were vendors selling dongo milk, tricolor dongo, rice cake soup, you name it.
Paimon's, of
Time
course.
to
Of
feed
course
the
she's
spirit
excited about some
nostalgia.
food.
Here, before it gets cold. No, of course not. If you don't want it, Paima will eat it herself. Tastes great, right? Which means we should come back for more tomorrow. Wait. Do you see that up ahead? What's someone doing out
Of
this way?
course, because what's an event without, you know, an antagonist?
Huh. Their clothes
Or
look
some
funny.
type of conflict.
Oh,
Boy,
is he
I'm about
one
to
of those
clap you.
costumed actors Miko mentioned? Hey, hello there?
He kind
Are
of
you
looks
volunteering for
like
the festival?
the Abyss monsters in Natlan. The way that he's... Oh, shit. Oh, okay. We're getting a little cutscene with the Traveler. Traveler ain't playing no games, boy. He ain't ready to play. Oh, wait. You will be unable to use elemental skills or bursts during combat, but you will obtain new abilities known as Parry and Veil Break. When using Parry, the Traveler will raise their weapon in a defensive stance, greatly decreasing damage. What? Wait, so are we getting... So now, not only are we getting... I'm so confused. Are we getting parrying brought to Genshin Impact? Or is that just for this specific cutscene? Like, I'm really curious, or if this is just for the Traveler himself, to give him a little more texture to his design, his character, his playstyle. Is he going to be able to parry attacks now? Or is this just for the event? Like, I honestly am kind of curious and kind of excited about it because it does make the Traveler a little more useful than him just... But then again, where they have the parry is also where his elemental skill would be, so... it's kind of a reach to say that they would bring parrying to the game, considering you rarely have to parry anything, especially on an account like mine where you just, you know... I wouldn't say I have a whale account, but I have invested a lot of time and a lot of money into my account itself so that I can, you know, make content and be able to clear, you know, content better within the game. Interesting. You will gain verity when you use normal attacks and charge attacks against your opponent, or when you successfully parry. Verity will also accumulate over time. When you max out on Verity, you can actively use Veil Break to deal massive damage. Veil Break can restore 2 usages. If you parry just as your opponent is striking, you can completely negate any damage that would be done to you and reset parry's cooldown. Completing such a perfect parry against your opponent's attacks will cause you to accumulate more Verity. When your opponent is about to use Oni Devourer, their weapon will shine brightly, perfectly parry this technique to unleash a powerful counterstrike and deal great damage to your opponent.
What's that for? That
Okay.
attack is out of nowhere. Something's not right about this. Be careful, Traveler.
I mean... Whoa, okay. Yeah, how you like that? At a distance, you ain't so powerful, are you? Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking this is mainly just for the story quest, but I am not good at parrying apparently. Come on, do your worst. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm getting beat up. I'm getting beat up, low-key. Yeah, you like that? I parried one of them. What's up? What's up? Okay, so I clicked R2, so I must have literally not read anything properly, or I'm just bad at parrying. Let's be real. It's a skill issue at this point, but he's almost dead anyway, so go ahead, throw out a slash. There we go. Yeah, come on, boy. Come on. Yeah. Oh, okay, so R2 throws out the electric... Okay, okay. Okay, I get it. I get it. Okay, this is very interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so...
Traveler? Hey, are you alright? Well, you fought that strange person and made them disappear, but then, all of a sudden you started backing up like you were super afraid of something.
Paimon, ain't nobody afraid of nothing. We the
You
traveler.
nearly gave
We the
Paimon
savior of
a
this world, baby. Ain't nobody scared of nothing.
Also, what was with that thunder just now? It came out of nowhere and it's not even raining. What's wrong?
So if Paimon could see it too, then how was it a dream? Or was it the abyss? Raiden!
Has a nightmare returned to Inazuma once again?
Wait. Okay, okay.
Hey, Komura! Time to go! The stalls are closed, so let's head home for the night.
Dude, that is... Seeing Raiden Shogun... Raiden Shogun is one of my favorite characters because...
No more gaming tonight.
Like,
We can
she
come back
never breaks
tomorrow.
out of character, you know? Like, she's
Komura!
always serious. She's
Komura!
always about protecting Inazuma. And anytime you see her in a cutscene, that is
Komura?
perfectly relayed through her
What's with the
character
yelling?
and through
I can hear
her,
you just fine. Let's
her,
go.
you know, her voice lines and her demeanor.
What? You're not coming? Why are you giving me that look? Komura, weren't you... over there just now?
What? What is happening? Okay. So that was very interesting. We're gonna collect these rewards real quick, and then we're gonna just fast forward, speed up the time real quick, so we don't have to actually wait. Cause
Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank you for completing today's commission.
whoops. All right, let's speed up the time real quick.
Man, what happened last night? We couldn't find anyone to discuss it with because it was so late. Well, Miku and the others should be at the grounds by now, right? Let's go talk to them.
Alright. A new icon has appeared on the map now. That's pretty cool. I literally crawled up the mountain last time, not realizing you could just walk up here. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Okay, so maybe you can't just walk up there. I gotta go up and around and over. Oh, I could have walked up right there. Okay. Okay. Let's see what's going on here.
Doesn't look like Miko is around here anywhere. Paimon doesn't see Ayato or Ayaka either. Are we too early? Didn't Ayato say he prepared lodging for everyone at the shrine?
Did you hear? Someone encountered a doppelganger here last night.
A doppelganger? You mean like a doppelganger of themselves? Or someone they know?
You know what they say. Anyone who sees their doppelganger will be replaced by them within 3 days.
That's just a folktale. It's not real.
Okay.
Doppelgangers? That's a common folk tale in Inazuma, isn't it? Ever heard of it, Traveler?
I don't think we've ever heard of that in Inazuma yet, but...
It always comes up in light novels. You really never seen it? It's like when your friend is replaced...
Okay, Paimon, go ahead and make us feel stupid, but I don't think I've... Who's reading the light novels in Genshin Impact? Unless you're posting, like, you know, unless that's your thing, but...
The whole doppelganger thing sounds kind of like what Sayu was talking about with Bunshin Phantasm. Maybe something went wrong with Kichiboshi's powers? Well, thinking about it isn't going to get us anywhere. Why don't we go check on Sayu's team? Huh? They're not here yet. Well, if it is Sayu we're talking about, it's definitely possible. Oh, someone's coming. Weird. Is he here to work on the equipment? But he doesn't look like any of the workers we saw yesterday.
He's
It doesn't
investigating.
seem like he's here for the games. He snuck away again. Do you think he might...
Yeah, what you up to? Why you being so suspicious? We on you. We following you.
He's constantly looking back. Paimon's calling it now. Something fishy is going on. Good point. He could be on his way to meet someone. Let the hunter become the hunted.
Reporting back, ma'am. Nothing suspicious to note at the Bunshin Phantasm booth. It's possible there's no connection to the incident from last night.
Zara?
Heizo?
Hey, Zo! What's going on here?
The Tenryo Commission's on the case, huh?
Forgive me, ma'am. I have failed as a detective. I did not realize someone was on my tail.
Wow, nobody has voice lines still. Not even Kujo-Sara?
What's going on? What are you investigating? Must be serious if Heizo's involved.
Heizo don't even have voice lines. Come on, man. It's just wild to me, like, that a billion-dollar gaming company doesn't have voice lines for their characters. Like, if those people don't want to work for you, just hire somebody else. I'm sure the whole community could care less. As long as they actually have voice lines, I feel like that would just like at least they would have something to
An
say.
astute observation, traveler.
Oh,
Tell him the truth.
What? The Shogun is here?
You recognized me with a single glance?
so there's still the separation between I
matters not.
and the original
I am certain the
Raiden.
person standing before us is our friend, the traveler. His gaze, his presence, his mastery of several types of elemental energy. There is no mistake. And we need his help.
An investigation team was sent to survey the piece of land yesterday. The group appeared to have been trapped in an endless nightmare. So this is like kind of aligning with Yume Mizuki's story quest line. It's kind of like the gist I'm getting, because there was a lot of talk about nightmares and Yuiki Baku, and I guess this kind of fits. It fits the theme of the story quests and the events and everything that's going on. So I'm not gonna lie though, it is really annoying that they are not talking. Because I almost feel like I should be reading it out loud for you guys. Even the slightest movement could alert them. Locking down the festival grounds could provoke them to attack, which would endanger the public.
You're right. That's a big risk.
The purpose of this festival is to bring humans and yokai together. We cannot allow the culprit to endanger anyone.
A very valid concern. Last night we dispatched a group of soldiers to the festival grounds. They'll remain under cover to keep an eye on this. We also blocked off several nearby roads under the pretext of construction so we can keep civilians away as much as possible. Even the almighty Shogun has it upon herself to patrol the area all night.
Fortunately, no one else has been harmed.
Ah, so the thunder we heard was you!
Of course it was. Raiden don't play no games. I apologize for our feelings, Shogun. You should not have had to intervene.
On the contrary, it was my decision. I was unable to capture the culprit last night, so I left to discuss a plan with Miko. I did not show myself once I saw you were safe, and
I'm getting a world join request at the worst time. Should I accept it?
Where is she?
I'll accept it.
She is investigating the trace of yokai power found at the scene. Though it fades in and out, it never strays from Mount Yogo.
The only people close to the grounds last night were the staff and the contestants staying at the shrine.
Miko is working with the Kamisato siblings to verify the identities of the staff members. They should be done soon. As for the contestants, that inquiry must be performed by someone else. The Tenryo Commission is too conspicuous. But as the judge of the competition, you can ask questions without arousing suspicion.
Exactly.
Okay, so you need us to talk to the teams and see if there's an imposter
Among us? Okay.
Traveler, I understand these people are your friends, and it puts you in a difficult position.
I wonder who the imposter is gonna
If
be.
one of them has indeed been displaced by a yokai, they could be in grave danger.
I shall do my
Thank you.
best, Shogun.
I truly hope the situation is not as grave as it seems.
What are you guys gonna do next? Continue to investigate from a distance?
Slip into the grounds. It's better for us to be at the scene if something goes wrong. I fear the Shogun is too revered a figure for that. If she arrives at the grounds, it will
Worry
certainly
not.
cause a stir.
Miko and I discussed that issue. She claims to have a plan. The preparations are underway as we speak.
One of her genius plans, huh?
Somehow scheme seems more accurate. Yeah, Miko be up to shit, bro. She be up
If
to
you learn
something
any
all the
details
time.
of said plan, I would like to know what I'm getting myself into.
Alright, here we go. Now that we've got more information about the festival, more information about the silhouette that attacked us, now we can move on And it also looks like that person didn't join. Maybe I accepted it too late. I don't know, but okay. So okay.
Okay, so where do we start? We need to ask questions to figure out if there's an imposter, but we can't arouse suspicion.
Oh no, she looking real suspicious with that
Sayu's
mask
team is already
on.
here.
Take it off.
Well, guess we'll just play it by ear.
Alright, Sayu. Alright, you better not be an imposter, girl, because you know what happens. You know what'll happen if you an imposter.
So tired. I don't feel rested.
Oh, at least Sayu has a voice
How
line.
come you two have so much energy? Didn't you stay up even later than me? We...
Oh, of course, Yoimiya doesn't.
Oh, it's okay. I can push through. Sayu and Yoimiya seem the same as ever. Kichibushi, too. How should we test them? Oh, good idea! Doppelgangers only mimic appearances. They wouldn't know about someone's past. Let's give it a try. White fur, yellow fur! Yeah!
Give
well,
up that
the
info.
traveler's
What's
judging
up?
these things, so we can't slack off, right? Yeah. If the people in charge are here early, that usually means there's been some kind of emergency. Oh, no, it's just... The traveler really wanted to see you.
Okay, Paimon. Right. They're like so suspicious of why we're here. Like, why? Why do you want to see us? Why not?
Playing your game yesterday? Brought up a whole bunch of old memories. So we wanted to come early to reminisce about old times. You know, because you might be busy later and stuff. White fur acting super strange.
The Aranara? The pilgrimage? They don't even know what the pilgrimage is. I think the best option would be the ambush, because I don't think they know anything about the other two. The Aranara or the pilgrimage? Come on now.
Huh? Why are you bringing that up all of a sudden?
All the Baki Danuki transformations. Remind me of the time you failed that ninjutsu technique.
Well, that was my bad. I tried to turn into a barrel, but my tail was sticking out. So you found me immediately. But this time, I'm not in charge of turning into things anymore. So it should be fine. I think. Wait!
Okay.
That one shouldn't be on me. I didn't realize I was tricked until later. Did all that work and didn't even get to nap. Really shouldn't have taken that order. Based on what happened, I guess you could say that. Mujina is all red. No, I'm not. And I'm not a Mujina.
Yeah, I mean, we already know that neither one of them are the imposters at this point, so...
Oh, we should get out of your fur... hair, then. Goodbye, Wafer.
Unless it's Yoimiya, I don't know. Yoimiya was really kind of like, she was like, we got shit to do. You gotta go.
Wow, we've had so many adventures, huh? You don't even realize it until someone brings up the past. Oh yeah, totally. It was, what was it again?
Paimon doesn't remember the reason that you're even on this journey. That's a little mysterious to me.
Anyway, Paimon didn't pick up on anything suspicious from that team. If anything, we were the weird ones forcing conversations and stuff. Okay, so maybe it wasn't the best strategy. Leaning into the judge angle is probably a safer bet. Let's ask about the creative process behind the game and confirm their identities that way. Paimon saw Toma's team show up just now, so we can investigate them next.
I don't know, Paimon. You starting to seem like a little bit of an imposter to me. But let's go ahead and check with Toma.
Hey, Toma! We were hoping to learn a bit more about the philosophy behind your game. Is now a good time?
Feel us. Oh, Boss and Shose were. And he's back at it this.
Time for an interview.
Into you.
Oh, Toma doesn't have a voice line either. Why am I not surprised?
Hold on. You can't just ask a simple
What the
question, Traveler.
When did Paimon get glasses and a mustache?
We'd love to learn more about your design approach and strategic vision. What will be the project's main draw, and how will it deliver emotional value to your players?
Okay, Paimon. Paimon, you're looking suspicious, girl. Whoa, Toma knew what he was talking about. He knew what he was ready for that question.
Nice one, boss.
Fixer is a tough nut to crack, huh? Shoot, Paimon can't pick apart an answer she doesn't understand. Over to you, Traveler. Whoa, not a single stumper.
Yes, Boss Toma.
Well, Toma's answers were all very genuine. Paimon didn't notice anything un-Toma-like about them.
Un-Toma-like.
Plus, he was with Shose until late last night. If you think about when we saw the nightmare creature, the timing doesn't match up. Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird. So, we're back at square one. That just leaves Kokomi's team, right? Guess we should check them out.
Alright. Who do you think is the imposter? I'm not really sure at this point. But what do you guys think? Who do you think it is? I mean, we're going to find out anyway. So, I mean, but, you know. Any guesses are welcome to be dropped in the comments. Gyokyo Kobo.
Huh? White fur and yellow fur are here early. You're here alone? Huh. Where are Kokomi and the other?
Don't know about Great Yokai, but Soul Lady is behind you.
Soul Lady? Oh, as in Soul of the Deep. Okay. Wait, did you say behind us?
Ha!
Kokomi! A little warning next time!
Yeah, Kokomi is very smart, so obviously she's well aware of what's going on.
Energy? Oh! The numbers you write in your diary!
In a tree? Dry berry?
Oh, sorry.
You know, I wonder when Kokomi is getting a rerun, because I think she's one of the characters along with Shenhe who didn't have a rerun for a hot minute.
You're in the clear.
In the clear. Is good? Good.
What about Mizuki? Where did she go?
Something tells me a certain someone is missing me.
Huh? Miko and Mizuki.
Hello, traveler. Paimon.
Yes, I left the rest to the young fellow from the Kamisato clan. At least for now, there's nothing suspicious to note.
That means the culprit didn't manage to sneak in. That's a relief.
Just like that, you let down your guard? And all it took was for me to wear her face.
The culprit? It's you!
I want 30%.
Oh, greedy little thing. I thought we agreed on 20. Oh, it's getting harder and harder to tease you, traveler.
Can you stop with the teasing then? Even I'm reaching my limit.
500 years and you're still not used to it? Sounds like you need more practice.
At least spare me for the day. I can't take the mental torment right now. I'm running on fumes. Investigated the Shogunate officials' nightmares, analyzed the traces of yokai power around Mount Yogo. Oh, and worked on some new game stages, of course.
All in one night?
Well, I didn't want someone to ruin the Mikawa Flower Festival. But I also wanted to do my best for my part of the festival. Besides, I've talked to many patients who worked multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Compared to that, complaining about one night of hard work is a little unreasonable, don't you think? You're very persuasive, Kokomi. It would seem you also have a talent for clinical psychology. I'll leave it to you two then.
Sweet dreams!
Mizuki really cares about the festival, huh? She's putting so much pressure on herself.
Perhaps she's reminded of the festivals of the past when I was just a kid, and Mizuki a young Baku. We would rush past the other yokai, desperate to get the first piece of fried tofu from the ramen stand. It would seem she hasn't forgotten, even after 500 years. You know, there's something to be said for knowing when to keep your mouth shut, little one. Well, enough about the past. We must focus on the matter at hand.
But you didn't notice anything suspicious, right? That should mean the culprit didn't sneak in.
That's one possibility. The other is that the culprit's transformation is even more convincing than we imagined. In that case, we need a detective with a more professional skill set. Or we need to find a way to provoke them and get their facade to crack.
If Yelan pulls up, I'm gonna die.
Sounds dangerous.
If If the culprit is deep
There's
in
only
the
so many
stalls, the slight
investigators in
provocation
Genshin
won't completely
Impact who
expose
work
them.
for
What
organizations,
we
but this
need is
event's
to
also
create
not in
reasonable
Liyue, so
doubt. Make the culprit
why would
question
Yelan be
whether their
here?
cover is blown. As they hesitate over whether to make some kind of last stand, that is our chance. Oh, A didn't tell you? Allow me to show you. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Mikawa Flower Festival, it is my honor to announce an esteemed guest from Tenshukaku has agreed to take part in this year's festival. Please welcome Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder.
Yeah. I love how, like, in the older, settings of the story, like, the gods were actually,
So
like,
this was your
revered
plan,
as
Miko?
gods. I mean, they still are, but
Well, not bad, right?
the impression Raiden Shogun gives
That was
off, like, you
quite the
rarely see
entrance.
her. She's the
I don't
god
believe
of
she agreed to
thunder,
that.
the god of Electro. She's the Archon, like. And they even talk about just her presence alone is, so what's it called? Infatuating for all the people.
Why didn't you clue us in earlier? We wasted all that time asking pointless questions.
Look at that little Raiden statue. That's cute. I don't know who the imposter is, or it's somebody we haven't even seen yet, so.
Another day of hard work. Where did the time go?
It's
Almighty
him,
Shogun,
isn't it?
glory to your everlasting reign! I mean, welcome, welcome.
This stall looks familiar. Yet it would seem the ownership has changed hands.
Ah, you must be thinking of Tomoki. He wasn't feeling well today, so I'm filling in.
I see. Yet, you remind me of someone. A Doshin from the Tenryo Commission.
Oh?
What are you
Inoue?
looking at, eh?
The food offerings. Although this vendor seems... working? Ah. I see. I appreciate your dedication, sir.
Of course. It's an honor to serve such esteemed guests.
No need for formalities. I'll take 3 orders of dongo milk.
Right away.
3 orders? So Paimon gets one too?
Yes. I wanted to thank you for accompanying me. Without you by my side, I imagine the people here would be on edge even now. I have my reasons for being here, of course, but I would hate to tarnish the festive atmosphere. Indeed. The Mikawa Flower Festival. Hundreds of years have passed since I last partook of the festivities. Much is different this time. The
It's
people,
wild.
the
Imagine being
place,
alive for
the games.
hundreds and
Yet,
hundreds of
the name
years.
endures. And the
Watching
joy of
generations come
celebration
and
along
go,
with it.
watching times change,
I suppose
watching things
that,
progress
in
towards
itself,
a
is a form of
future.
eternity.
Traveler, Paimon. And the almighty Shogun?
Oh, Mizuki! Looks like you got some much-needed rest.
Yume Mizuki. Thank you for your aid earlier.
Of course. I'm always willing to help. It's my duty. I wish I could have dispelled the nightmares, but this situation is uncharted territory for me.
Even so, relieving the pain of the nightmares is no small feat. You honor the legacy of the Yumekui Baku.
So not even Mizuki could fix it? What's going on with this nightmare creature?
Let's save the difficult questions for later. Actually, I came here to ask you
Interesting.
something.
Maybe she's the
Wanna come
doppelganger.
to the Isa bathhouse with me? Most of the contestants will be there. Oh, and don't worry about payment. It's my treat.
Really? Yes, let's go!
Well, game development isn't easy. Most of the contestants are exhausted and could use a break. You've been under a lot of pressure yourselves with the investigation and all, so I thought you might like to join.
Of course we would! Right, Traveler?
I will remain here. I rarely have time away from Tenshukaku, and I would like to continue perusing the stalls.
Aw, that's too bad.
Oh, they're giving us the option to go or not? I don't know. Should I stay with the Shogun or should I go with Mizuki? What if I say I'm not going?
Ah, I almost forgot. Miko
She's
wanted
the
to talk to you,
doppelganger.
Traveler. I'll take you to her first.
Oh? Well, why don't we all go?
Almighty Shogun, your dango milk is ready.
Oh, delicious.
Nah, Mizuki is the
No need,
doppelganger.
Shogun. Miko just had some quick things to go over with the judges, that's all. You and Paimon can wait here. We'll only be a minute.
Nah, something don't seem right.
All
Unless
right, now we can talk freely.
she just wanted to be with the traveler.
I think something's off with the Shogun. You've been with her the whole day. Have you noticed anything? Up close, sometimes it's hard to see the whole picture. I think something is troubling her.
Maybe the Shogun is the doppelganger? Nah,
I've witnessed a lot of cases where patients, for a variety of reasons, are unwilling or unable to seek help. Unfortunately, that only exacerbates the problem. Until their emotions become so heavy, even the strongest of people collapse under the weight. I see those warning signs in the Shogun. Humans, yokai, and archons bear the same capacity for emotion.
Ooh, I like
and are
that. That
naturally
little
susceptible
flag
to
in the
same
background.
mental turmoil. It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy. Anyway, the quickest route to curing the mind is through the heart. That's where you come in, Traveler. Approaching someone in a professional capacity often makes them more guarded. But don't worry, you'll still have my help. Here, with these 2 special coupons, you can get into Isa Bathhouse after closing. Then, this is what you're gonna do.
Finally, you're back! Paimon's had 2 servings of dango milk already!
Sorry for the wait. It sounds like the Traveler has other plans, Paimon. So we'll head to the bathhouse on our own.
Huh? You're not coming? Okay. Paimon will bring you back a hot spring egg.
It is kind of weird seeing Paimon go with somebody else
There
other
is
than
no
this.
need to stay behind on my behalf. If you leave now, I'm sure you can catch up. What makes you say that? If my presence makes them nervous or impedes their ability to relax, does that not defeat the purpose of going to the hot springs?
Oh no,
I already
does it?
disturbed their progress by coming to the festival. The last thing everyone needs is more distractions. As you know, this body is hardly that fragile. It can operate for another 100 years with no issue. Mortals are weak in body and mind. If there is a choice of who to bear such a burden, naturally that person should be me. What does it matter? The world is not so easily bent to one's will. What clever verbal tricks, traveler. It appears you've been spending too much time with Miko. You think you can get away with manipulating the Shogun? I wouldn't be so sure. Persistent indeed. Very well. As you proposed, we shall set out at midnight.
Yeah, Shogun, come on, let's get in the bed, baby. You know you wanna take a chill time in the hot spring. Don't play with Traveler. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just speed up the time real quick. What did it say? 21. Yeah. Okay.
Well, shall we head out? All right, no reason to delay.
Let's go, Raiden. It's time to take a bath, baby. It's time to relax.
Steam replete with the scent of orchids. Water that turns the complexion a blushing pink. So, this is a hot spring.
I'm taking a screenshot.
Yes, there are royal hot springs near Tenshukaku. But the plans were set in motion only after Hiragi Hiroshi introduced the Snezhnayan blast furnace to Inazuma, and that was 500 years ago. When the project was complete, I was already in the plain of Euthymia. And, naturally, the body of the Shogun has no need for such luxuries. The members of the Kanjo Commission were
I kind of like Raiden's hair like that. I wonder, does she have like a bun on the side, or is it hanging down in the back and we can't see it?
Were special individuals indeed.
Dude, if the Archons got a separate outfit for the ones they are compared to the ones they already have, that would be so fire.
What makes you say that? Now I see why my officials claim that the hot springs facilitate conversation. Even I find myself divulging more than intended. You're correct. Following the dark disaster 500 years ago, a nightmare engulfed Inazuma. On a battlefield consumed in darkness, our soldiers fought against dark forces, creatures capable of possessing people and trapping them in nightmares. Even the perhaps not.
Oh, whoops, she wasn't done talking.
The battle was intense. Those who stood up in defense of this land knew the chance of survival was slim. In the face of certain death, surely a nightmare is nothing to fear. But what if I told you this? If the person trapped in the nightmare was strong enough to overcome incapacitation, it would become a waking nightmare instead. The person would lose all capacity to distinguish dream from reality, perceiving everything in the real world as a continuation of the war, and every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated. And every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated. That is a far more painful nightmare.
Interesting.
Both for the person in question and those around them. Yes. I unleashed Muso no Hitotachi and struck her down.
Oh, damn. Okay, Raiden.
I have no regrets. I know it was the right decision, both for Inazuma's sake and her own. If necessary, I would do it again.
Right. She's like, I would kill her again if I had to. Raiden Shogun don't play no games.
Well, it's about time you two showed yourselves, yes? You've listened long
Who?
enough. Oh.
Who do those voices sound like? I'm gonna say Ayaka and Yoimiya.
Before you say anything,
Wow, I was
this
so
part
off.
wasn't me.
Well, since the cat's out of the bag, how about a
Excuse
hot
me.
spring tea party?
Hey!
Ah, nice and warm. No wonder the hot springs relaxed your inhibitions, eh?
So who came up with this idea? I want the truth.
I guess both of us?
Well, I happened to consult a certain clinical psychologist about how to get an old friend to open up. In her expert opinion, doing something new with a
Yeah,
trusted
Raiden's
companion
hair
in a new
in a bun on the
environment can make
side with the
someone less
little,
guarded.
she's got that little
Looks like it worked like a
samurai
charm.
like thing, like little pin in it. That looks fire. It would be cool too if Traveler had like a different hairstyle than the long braid. I don't know. I don't know.
It's one thing to trust that Miko has good intentions, but would you let your guard down around her?
Your concern is misplaced. I kept these matters to myself because I was unsure whether this incident is connected to the past, and I did not want to interfere with the investigation. If the investigation reached an impasse, or new clues pointed to the nightmare from back then, naturally, I would have discussed this intel with you.
Intel, huh? It appears you still don't understand why I wanted you to open up in the first place.
I like Yae Miko's little hairstyle too.
Sounds like it came from
Oh,
outside.
okay, here we
Let's check it
go.
out.
Here we go. Now we're getting to the action. Let's go.
Oh no! Someone's unconscious!
It seems different in some respects. Step back and allow me to examine her.
What's going on? Almighty Shogun?
What happened just now? What frightened you?
Shogun,
It's all right. With the Shogun here, nothing can hurt you. Just take a deep breath and tell us what happened.
I almost fainted again just now. Yes, I was on my way to Uyu restaurant. And as I was crossing the bridge, I saw someone staring at me from behind a tree.
What?
It was hard to make out their appearance in the dark, but I had a bad feeling. So I tried to get a closer look in the moonlight. And it was me! In that moment, I thought about how people who see their doppelganger usually end up dead, and I fainted from the shock. I don't remember anything after that.
A doppelganger in Inazuma City. But we only detected traces of the nightmare around Mount Yogo.
I heard that people encountered doppelgangers at Mount Yogo too! Could it be the work of some terrible yokai?
The strongest yokai in Inazuma are all right here.
Now that we have an understanding of the situation, why don't I take you to the police station to file a report?
Okay.
The situation is getting worse. If the doppelganger is limited to the festival grounds, that's one thing. But appearing on a random street in Inazuma City...
On the bright side, The victim seems okay this time.
Bad news, Sean!
Oh!
A Tenryo Commission official? What's wrong?
Another victim at the festival. Kappa is trapped in a nightmare.
What?
But Sara and the others were keeping watch.
Make haste. Back to Mount Yogo at once.
Kappa! Kappa! Excuse me. Let me take a look.
Mizuki! Traveler! Finally, you're back!
Now is not the time to cast blame. Did anyone witness the attack?
Right. There's no trace of the enemy.
We split up for just a second, and the next thing we knew, he was on the ground.
Oh, it must be some terrible yokai.
There was no trace of yokai power at the scene. It's almost like the culprit's methods are getting more sophisticated.
How is he, Mizuki?
It's strange. I can't perceive his nightmare. It's almost like he's not there at all.
The yokai! It must be getting stronger!
Kappa, oh, please don't die.
No. It was I who underestimated the enemy. I who allowed us to continue the festival despite the potential dangers. Sara, what is the status of the other contestants and staff? Good. By decree of the Shogun, I declare that the Mikawa Flower Festival is...
Wait.
What is it, Miko?
You're being too hasty, eh? I understand your concern for the people, but I urge you to think this through, or we risk playing into the enemy's hand. Considering your history with nightmares, you have better cause than anyone to exercise caution. But do you truly believe that what we're facing now is just a nightmare?
Explain.
Call it intuition. If you want the truth, perhaps Doshin Shikanoin could shed some light. I believe there's been a break in the case.
So it's not a nightmare. It's probably some type of abyssal energy. Doppelgangers and nightmares are actually... Yeah, they have to be two different people. Yep. What?
Kappa is made of wood?
What?
No wonder I couldn't sense the nightmare.
I see. So the doppelganger infiltrated the festival as Kappa, and is currently hiding in Inazuma City. Is that correct?
Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird. It's a Bakedaniki tail!
Kikaku! Kikaku! Run!
Kinkaku and Ginkaku? Kinkaku and Ginkaku, huh?
Aren't you supposed to be in Inazuma City?
And leave you two by yourselves? That's not the Tanuki way!
No fighting! Let's go!
Interesting. When I hear the names Kinkaku and Genkaku, all I can think of is Naruto.
Those little terrors! Come on, let's go after them!
Traverse the obstacles. Okay.
Paimon's had enough of these things! What even are they?
Whoa.
Bakedaniki tricks?
Nothing's working! The humans are catching up!
Little rascals! Stop running!
You wish!
Transform! Stupid humans won't be able to recognize us! You can't see me. You can't see me. I'm a bonfire.
Tsunosuke, you idiot! Don't tell them the three of us turned into bonfires!
Hear that, Traveler? Bonfires! 3 of them! We'll show them, stupid.
Okay, so... Okay, so even Mawika's special type of elemental sight can't tell the difference, so... If all 3 of them are bonfires, wouldn't they want to be something on the outside? Is it these 3?
Ouch! Transform!
Bruh.
Oh, what are they this time? Some kind of stone or brick?
Really? Okay, so they didn't want this to be difficult.
Save us, Tsukumo!
Alright, and I'm sure the last one is probably just like around this little area, because...
Bring it!
Wait,
Kichiro, protect us!
there we go. Gotcha!
We're almost rid of them.
Look at them scurry across the ground. They're so cute.
Ah! Tengu! Tengu was flying! Tengu is a cheater!
I will spare your life. I'm dead.
Tengu, why are you helping the humans? Tengu is a yokai!
Shogun? That's the leader of the humans! Shogun sent people to steal our land! Shogun is bad!
Calm yourself, Sarah. Let's hear them out.
Shogun,
sent humans to steal our home.
And the Mikawa Flower Festival. Shogun is making yokai serve the humans.
Serve the humans? He's not talking about the game development, is he?
Shogun even forced Great Baku Yokai to work all night.
Oh, you mean yesterday? That was my choice, actually.
Jeez, where are these ideas coming from?
Stay back! Humans want to enslave us again!
Hold on. Something's not right. We should try a different approach.
No need. I know what's wrong. They're trapped in a nightmare.
What are you doing? Trying to put Tetsunosuke to work?
Kinkaku doesn't want to stay up all night.
Servitude, enslavement. These might sound like ridiculous misunderstandings to us, but that is their reality right now. A world of despair and fear, where enemies lurk at every turn, devoid of even a single shred of light.
Whoa.
So, they're sleepwalking? How do we wake them up?
If we knew how, we would have done so back then.
Give us your worst! Kinkaku will never leave the Tanuki path! Kinkaku will die before serving you!
Truly?
What are you doing? No, don't!
The humans are everywhere. We can't hide forever.
How long have we been hiding? 100 years? 500 years?
No idea. If Ioroi was still around, he would remember.
Shh, quiet! Someone's coming.
This is a fine piece of land. The grain yield should be exceptional.
Remember to check for traces of yokai in the surrounding area. By order of the Shogun.
By order of the Shogun, we are to exterminate all yokai that cross our path.
Why so hasty? We should leave some alive. We can make them work their own land.
Oh my gosh.
You know about the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? I heard 50% of the profit is going to the development fund.
Oh yeah, the festival for humans. And the festival for humans, and humans alone. The yokai have had their fun. It's our turn now.
That's right. We should put them to work. They're known for their transformations, right? Then the little monkeys can dance
My
for us until
gosh, that's actually like terrible. Little monkeys can dance for us till they die.
Quiet, or they'll catch us.
What is that?
Hey, are you alright? Yoko, Kappa, I need help over here! Hold on, we're coming!
The yokai and the humans are unconscious?
The same thing happened to all of them?
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
This yokai can speak.
No, if we don't make it to the Mikawa Flower Festival, Boss Tama will be so upset. Boss Tama will eat us.
The humans are coming for us. We're gonna lose our home. What do we do?
We infiltrate the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Okay.
We scare the humans away,
So,
and then they won't come.
I really overestimated how serious this event was going to be, and clearly it's just supposed to be fun. You know, it's supposed to be cute, lighthearted.
Is the best.
They're caught in an illusion, delusion, whatever you want to call it.
We turn into those 3 yokai.
Yep, now we have come full circle. And they did nothing wrong. They were just caught in a nightmare, and they were
Are you all right, traveler?
assuming things were happening that weren't.
Where are we?
Huh? The nightmare is gone. You purified it.
The Mikawa Flower Festival! The humans are gonna... They're gonna... What were they gonna do?
Oh, that explains all the boss tome of this and boss tome of that. That was the only thing they could imitate. Wait a second. Hitotsume Kozo and the others should be Akitsuyuge experts. But this time, Toma did all the work. Paimon can't believe we missed something so suspicious. Oh, you're saying Paimon's deductive reasoning is Hazel level.
Based on your description, Traveler, it's possible these Bake Danuki have been in hiding for 500 years. Sounds like they know Ioroi, too. Why don't we ask him? It's not far.
The protector of the grove. It's been 500 years since our last meeting. Sarah, Hazo, return to the festival to keep watch. The doppelganger incident has been resolved, but the threat of the nightmare remains. I will handle the meeting with Ioroi myself.
Cool.
Oh, keep it down. Bringing all these people at this hour. Don't you know even statues need to sleep? Shogun! I bow before thee. No, wait, shoot, I'm still a statue. What should I...
All is well, Ioroi, hidden protector of the grove.
Ah, that would be because when Ioroi tried to pluck a nakuweed from the Imperial Garden, A nearly split him in two, Yashiori Island style.
That is a funny reference,
you meddlesome
considering that
kid.
she really did
Ioroi,
chop the entire
I
island
wish
in
to
half.
ask you something.
Anything, Shogun. Absolutely anything. It is my honor to answer.
Suck up.
You could have at least slowed down a little. It took forever to convince them to come with me.
Oh, it's Ioroi! The humans really did kill you!
Your body is stone!
Huh? I am
dead? The Kitsune spoke the truth?
This smell is Ioroi! Ioroi is alive! Ioroi? The humans really did seal you away!
Wait, this must be Kinkaku, Ginkaku, and Tetsunosuke. You weren't sealed away?
When the humans, Kamuna Harunosuke, came to hurt us.
We ran and hid. The humans searched and searched. So many friends couldn't move. Our yokai powers were getting weaker.
So we decided to escape the human just as the great Bake Danuki Tsukumo taught us, by digging a hole in the ground!
That's when we uncovered a horn filled with yokai power. It was the will of the great Bake Danuki Gichiro made manifest.
It restored our power, and then we made the human go, oh, oh, ching, chung, yeah, yeah,
Oh, and by ting tune, yeah, you mean?
We tricked him and ran.
So, you didn't actually beat him up at all?
We've been using the horn to hide ever since. But there are too many humans. It's getting harder to hide.
A horn full of yokai power. Could that be the source of the nightmares? The reason the Bake Danuki are so afraid of humans? If the horn contained the fragment of a nightmare, using its power to hide would spread the nightmare to them. That means the Bake Danuki have been trapped inside this state of anxiety for 500 years.
Ha! I could have told you that nothing good would come from that horn. Using external power is against the Tanuki path.
We strayed from the path?
But the horn helped us hide from the humans. The humans tried to take our land.
On the contrary, the purpose of the investigation was to determine in advance if yokai were present on the land in question. Whether we avoid encroaching on yokai territory altogether or attempt to reach a mutually beneficial agreement, a peaceful resolution was always the goal.
Oh, really?
Wait, that is what the humans said back then, isn't it?
By order of the Shogun, if yokai live here, we need to discuss the proposal.
Ginkaku Tetsunosuke. Not all humans are bad. Yellowfur over there helped me a great deal, you know.
Besides, the Bakedaniki were only sealed away back then because Yoroi stole that comb.
Yoroi? It's a thief? Yoroi got what he deserved.
How was I to know it was used to make sacred Sakura Daifuku? I gave it back, didn't I?
So the humans were mean for no reason?
Well, if you must know, the young human and I fought. I was perhaps a tad careless, so I conceded the match. Anyway, the point is, neither side is bad.
There he goes again, changing the subject when it makes him look bad.
Now you know. No human is trying to harm you.
So, it was all a nightmare.
500 years in hiding? For nothing.
It was a 500-year-long game of hide and seek. What's so bad about that? Besides, you won.
Huh? We won? Go us! We're even better than Yoroi!
Hey, my game of hide and seek isn't over yet.
Wow, the mind of a Bakedaniki is something else. Still so cheerful even after all that.
That nature is what isolated them from the worst effects of the nightmare and prevented them from causing any real harm.
Excuse me.
Affecting people after all this time? Who could it belong to? A horn buried under Mount Yogo.
Tainted by darkness, the Oni warrior raised her sword against the almighty Shogun. Losing an arm and a horn to the Shogun's blade, she fled into the forest, never to be seen again.
Oh, we're coming full. Excuse me.
Devoured whole by a beast from beyond this world.
Excuse me.
Tiger and the tail
We're
of a
coming
serpent,
full circle.
until she tore the creature apart from within. Thus she earned the name Chio the Tiger Bite, or Tora Chio.
I don't think Chio would like that name. Though she escaped the belly of the beast alive, that battle never left her. She saw the memories of her fallen comrades everywhere, slaughtered one after another, until she could no longer distinguish dream from reality.
Interesting.
The nightmare twisted every joy in her life. Her subordinates, family, and friends into enemies in need of destruction. It was in that state, trapped in the battlefield of her mind, that she raised her sword against me on Mount Yogo. With the Muso no Hitotachi, I cut off her arm, one of her horns, and a portion of the mountain itself. I suspect that is when the horn in question was buried there.
And subsequently uncovered by 3
She chopped a mountain in half.
That means
Okay.
the fragment on the horn comes from Chio's nightmare.
Nightmares feed on fear and anxiety. If what the traveler saw is true, it's possible Kinkaku and the others' fear over the past 500 years allowed the fragment to gain physical form and become something akin to a Jibakure, an earthbound spirit. They move through the ley lines, but are also bound by them. That's why the traces of this entity appeared intermittently and never outside of Mount Yogo.
It would seem the fragment of this nightmare is no different from the one back then. It hates all joy and every good thing in this world. The investigation team working for a better future? Attacked. Hitotsume Kozo and his friends, kind enough to lend a helping hand? Attacked.
Yeah, and we were attacked too! Right when we were having fun with the playtesting.
Perhaps it needs to regain strength after your defeat. Or perhaps it is biding its time because it knows, with whatever rationality remains, that it cannot defeat you. But sooner or later, its twisted hatred will force it out of hiding, and it will move to strike its enemies. When Chio set her sights on a target, she was never one to waver.
Oh.
But both possibilities prove something. Nightmare fragments can be defeated, and an enemy that can be killed is one that can be split in two by the power of Muso Ishin.
There's really no other way?
Mikoshi Chio is gone. A fragment of a nightmare tied to a severed horn. That is all that remains. The living must take precedent over the memory of the dead.
Oh, who cares about the dead anyway? I'm just trying to look out for the living.
What is that supposed to mean, Miko?
Oh, I'm just concerned about our poor Bake Danuki friends.
Huh? What does that have to do with us?
Miko said, who cares? I'm so dead.
Bake Danuki for nearly 500 years. Strike it down, and who's to say whether you take the lives of our poor friends along with it?
I beseech you, almighty Shogun, spare the young ones. It was just a momentary... oh, no. A 500-year-long lapse in judgment.
Miko, you speak the truth?
If you don't believe me, ask Mizuki and the Traveler. I'm sure they've encountered similar cases during their extensive travels.
Well, Oh! Yes. During my studies both in Liyue and Natlan.
Then, what would you propose? This nightmare fragment is a constant threat to Inazuma. Should all other options fail, I will take action.
Right. Raiden don't play. She's like, if you're threatening my entire country, then there's no option. You're just gonna have to disappear.
The nightmare itself.
Right! Can't you just eat the nightmare, Mizuki?
The Yumeku Ibaku already tried that 500 years ago. Even yesterday.
It's a little dusty in here. Probably because I have the window open. It's beautiful outside. I can't wait for summer. I really cannot wait.
It's not necessarily impossible now. I think Mizuki has the right idea. If we cannot eradicate the nightmares directly, why not use this entity's tricks against it? Combat illusions with illusions. Combat nightmares with dreams.
Is that even possible?
Don't forget, there are yokai that specialize in shape-shifting and illusions, and they happen to be right in front of us.
Where? Kinkaku doesn't see them anywhere!
Maybe they're hiding us trees? Or the wind?
Fools! The Kitsune is clearly referring to the Bakedanuki. Tetsunosuke, Kinkaku, must you be so dense?
Given their centuries-long connection to the nightmare fragment, they are perfectly positioned to create a dreamscape that the entity will be unable to distinguish from the real world.
Back then, the nightmare had little to no weaknesses. If we want to give the Bakedanuki an opportunity to strike, I assume you have a plan, Miko?
You said it yourself. Mikoshi Chio is gone. All that remains is a fragment of her nightmare, already broken and vulnerable. Besides, Mizuki is an old friend, one that is not to be underestimated. She has traveled the land studying dreams and is far more capable than those old fossils back then.
Of course.
Oh, she just usually doesn't compliment me to my face. But Miko's right. If we work together, I'm confident we can put together a ritual to subdue the nightmare fragment.
Once we perform the ritual, it will take some time for the barrier to take effect. Luckily for us, we have two formidable warriors on our side. Our festival representative, who also happens to have extensive experience against dark forces, and the almighty Shogun, unmatched in combat. I'm sure the two of you can buy us some time.
There's just one problem. Since this entity can pass through the ley lines, its movements are unpredictable. If we're going to create a barrier, how can we be sure it appears where we want?
The solution to that is obvious. If the nightmare fragment despises all sources of joy and happiness, then naturally a joyous occasion would be an evil beyond measure. An enemy that must be annihilated at all costs.
So throw a party?
So, if we want to lure it out...
Yoimiya. I'm just kidding.
What joy could possibly compare to finishing one's work right before the deadline?
I honestly do love Genshin's storytelling and how I feel like I'm not only watching an anime, but I feel like I'm involved in the anime. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but I really do enjoy the storytelling in the background and the explanation, the mystery behind everything.
Subdue the enemy together.
All right. I will update everyone back at the festival and start the preparations for the ritual. I'll need your help, Mizuki. It's going to be a busy night.
Looks like an all-nighter for me.
Well, this was your idea. Oh, and don't forget, you need to finish a little fox's daydream as well.
And in a surprising twist, you were my nightmare all along.
All right. So we've gotten past the mystery. I want to take a quick little picture here. If I can get a nice little... maybe up a little more, then zoom in, a little down. There we go. Oh, okay. She's... Oh. There's a time trial right there I never did. I'm actually mind blown, but... Should I get one picture of these two standing next to each other? Because why not? Is the moon on that side yet? No, it's not. Okay, well. Let's try to get just one good little picture right here. I want to get what they're looking at, but also get them looking like they're... Yeah, I like that. It's not bad. Okay, that's enough.
Traveler, during the battle tomorrow, it is imperative you know your limits. If the enemy proves too much to handle, leave them to me. I know. I understand your concerns, just as you know mine. We need not say any more than that. Just get some rest and prepare yourself for the battle to come. One more thing. Thank you.
Cool. Go ahead and... Oh yeah, I'm already starting the next one, so... I'm going to take a quick little break, everybody. I have to go to the gym. I have some other things I have to do. Then I will be back online and I will be finishing the festival. So, with that being said, I will be back in a few hours. And I also would like to know your guys' thoughts on the festival and how you think the story is going so far, what you like about it. Go ahead and, if you like the video, go ahead and like it. If you have anything else you want to add in, go ahead and leave it in the comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that already. Or don't. Either way, just watching the video has been more than enough. So, like I said, I'll be back on in a little bit, and then we'll continue from there.